Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. My morning is going better. Woke up a little bit this morning, and did you ever just wake up and feel like defeated before your day has even begun? Yeah, like life, right? Life happens, and you take what happens all week, you take what happens all month, you take what happens all year, and it just like dwells on you, and you just like, just feel that heaviness and that weight, and it can get depressing sometimes, can it? It can. So I was very thankful to be able to go to church and listen to a sermon and get some words from our pastor. And just when you go to church, let me give you a little tidbit of advice. 9 times out of 10, like the next day, Monday, when you wake up after church or whatever day you go, you're going to forget everything you said. And usually if you're going to a church that preaches the Bible, your pastor is going to preach on something, and then he's going to give you some scripture. And it's usually like something that relates to it, obviously, and then there's going to be so much more with that scripture. So take some notes, go home, read it the next day and the next day, and go and read those scriptures that he gave. And so I know my pastor's preaching on peace right now, and so that was just a really good thing to have, peace and joy, which has been a good thing. And so the last few weeks, so taking that and going, all right, that's good, and then going home and reading a little bit more, always a good thing. So one of the scriptures that I read this morning was Proverbs 3, 5, and 6. Now it's trust in the Lord with all your heart, lean not on your own understanding, in all your ways acknowledge him, and he will direct your paths. But I read it in my amplified version today, and I really like this. So I thought I would share this with you to hopefully give some encouragement to someone maybe struggling with something. So it says, it's Proverbs 3, 5, 6. Trust in and rely confidently on the Lord with all your heart, and do not rely on your own insight, not your own insight, because that's going to get you down, or understanding. In all your ways, know and acknowledge and recognize him. That means in everything you do, know, acknowledge, and recognize him. And he will make your paths straight and smooth, which means to remove obstacles that block your way. I thought that was a really good thing for myself today. Maybe it's something for you, some encouragement. Just know that he's going to make your path straight and smooth, that he's going to remove those obstacles that are blocking your way. Got some obstacles blocking your way? Trust in the Lord with all your heart and lean not on your own mind and your own thoughts, and he's going to make that smooth. He's going to get those out of the way. That's going to be my little encouragement for the day for you, for myself. And we're going to get through this, aren't we? We are. We're going to get through this. So today is Gather Your Fragment Friday. I've got to gather. I've been slacking. I admit I'm a slacker to this week. It's been a slacking week of not gathering for my family. And so it's just kind of pulling together what I have. Maybe we went out to eat a few times. Yeah, that's okay. So today I'm resolving to use up some of those fragments. So we're going to do that. So I have to kind of look at my freezer, see what I have. I have stuff in the refrigerator. There's stuff in the pantry. Like I have odd and tiny packages of everything. I need to just get them out, do a smorgasbord of whatever I have left, because we have movie night tonight. There's stuff that we need to eat. We need to eat this weekend. So we're going to do that today. You guys ready? I'm going to get my earbud in. Got a playlist going for some encouragement. You need some, sorry, I was touching it. You need some encouragement. I have a playlist linked below in my YouTube channel, like my main one. It has my favorites, it's called. That's my personal worship list that I listen to every single day. And most of the time, like I listen to all of it, I'll just put it on like shuffle, but most of the time, whatever I'm going through, I'll keep those songs at the top of the list and then just listen to those kind of over and over throughout my day. So good thing to do. Just get yourself in some good encouragement when you need that, when you're feeling down, feel a little bit, and then keep that word in you. Proverbs 3, 5, and 7. Trusting not in your own mind, because this mind will get you down. Trust in the Lord, and he's going to make that path straight and smooth, right? We want straight and smooth. We want those obstacles gone. I just want smooth, not bumpy. I don't want up and down. I don't want highs and lows. I want smooth. Let's get some smooth and let's get some food. Are you guys ready? All right, let's go. All right, first thing first, let's do breakfast. What am I going to eat for breakfast for the next few days? All right, so I've got a little bit of ham. I've got some mushrooms here, and I'm going to do onions. And then I've got these neat little English muffins in my freezer. So I think I'm going to make a little bit of like an omelet type dish. Basically scramble the eggs, make like an omelet, and then make little sandwiches out of these. And then also maybe I'll do some plain ones for the kids. I've got because they're not going to eat ham and mushrooms. They won't do that. They'll be like, there's mushrooms in there, but I'll make some of those for Greg and I. And then I'll get some bacon bits. Let me go find where they're at. Put those in there too, maybe a little bit of cheese, and we'll have a nice little egg scramble. That'll be really good, right? Egg scramble in English muffin. All right, let's chop up some onions. I've already got the mushrooms and the ham cut up. It'll be really easy. Put in the pan, fry it up, and then we're gonna put some eggs in there. Be delicious, easy. A dinner or meal already had in my refrigerator. Just gotta gather them up. I just have to actually do it. So let's just do it. So I've got the eggs made. There's like one for the kids, one for the adults that wants the veggies in there. And then I'm gonna do, I also have pancake muffins. I pulled those out of the freezer. We had those yesterday, so those are for my freezer meals. So that'll be enough right there. I think there's a few biscuits with gravy in them too. And then I'm gonna cook this sausage strips in my air fryer to get that, so we'll have a few more things. Okay, the next thing I think I'm gonna do is I have mushrooms here to eat up. And I was just gonna like throw them in a bag and put them in my freezer, like so I can make like a soup later or add them to my meat and stuff. But I think I'm gonna mix up a batch of cream of mushroom soup. Something Greg likes to eat. We can stick it with something, I don't know. We can figure out something to do with it. So I'm gonna chop up the onion I have here, chop up these mushrooms. Usually if I made this for like a family dish, it would be pureed because the kids would be like, ew, there's chunks of veggies. So all you're gonna do is just chop up. I helped put the recipe on the screen. This is really good. If you've ever made cream mushroom soup homemade, make it. I'm not big to just eat it that way. Greg likes to eat it that way. I just would not eat a bowl of cream mushroom soup, but it is delicious. I like to add it to casseroles, things like that. So I'm going to cut these up as fine as I can without getting my food processor. Put a stick of butter over there, put it over there, let it saute up, add your flour, and then I'm gonna use powdered milk because I don't have any milk. That's gonna work. So your soup, you want to put your flour in here, and then you're going to make, I'm making powdered milk because I have no milk in my home at all. Heavy cream makes it nice and thick. I just added, it's 1 scoop for 1 cup. I actually added, there's 2 cups here, so I added 3 scoops just to make it a little bit more richer. You can use canned milk. You can use powdered coffee creamer if that's all you got. Anything. And then I forgot to add this. I'm going to add a little bit of beef broth because you could add beef stock. I'm just going to do things a little bit backwards here. So just kind of stir this. I'm using my pan that I'm not supposed to use my immersion blender in, so I'm going to have to be careful. Just do a lot of stirring. I might take it out, put it in a pot that I can actually use it, and we'll see. Let's just keep stirring. And it will thicken up real good. If it's too thick, add more liquid. If it's too thin, and it's okay, just boil it down for a little bit. Okay, so I've got my cream mushroom soup. I need to show it to you. Hold on. Look how great that looks. Delicious chunks of mushrooms. I got 2 of these, so that's good. Filling up those little containers, gathering those fragments. So this is a freezer meal. Cheeseburger pasta, 1 box of rotini. I've cooked my rotini. I'm gonna put this in my pot here. This is gonna be lunch today. Let me get my noodles and stir it together. Easy. My other wooden spoon, look at it, it broke. So I'm down to like this spoon. My other one, what the kid do, they melted it. I'm just losing them. And then this one broke and I'm like, it's okay. I'm gonna use a half spoon. So this, I'm just gonna turn on low. Add pasta. I don't know, I feel like I made a lot of extra pasta, so I'm just gonna do a little bit right there. We'll save the rest and just stir this in. This is cheeseburger pasta. I have the original recipe on my blog at plainandnotsoplain.com. Basically, it's like pizza spaghetti sauce, pizza sauce, tomato sauce with cheese in it. Sometimes you put bacon in it. That's really good too, but I don't think I did in this recipe. It doesn't smell like bacon, so stir this up. I think that's all I'm gonna do. Perfect. We'll let that heat up. I'm gonna save these noodles for something else this weekend. So I've got plenty of breakfast made. That casserole is going to be for lunch today. I don't have to worry about, we'll probably some leftover for tomorrow, and I don't think it'll be it for lunches because I think we'll have enough leftover. So I also have an abundance of celery. I think at Thanksgiving I was like, oh, I'll put some in my stuffing mix. Well, I used like 2 stalks, and then we were having peanut butter and celery, so I'm like, oh, I'll get a bunch of it. Well, like we have like 1, 2, 3, 4 bags of celery and a little bit left over, so I'm gonna cut this out, wash it, set it out, put peanut butter in my squeezer thing, because that's what you do, like a piping bag, and we'll have that for snack today. I'll just leave it on the counter. The kids can squeeze out their own peanut butter and put some cranberries on it. It's an easy way for a snack, and I don't have to make a bunch of them too, because you ever try to put that peanut butter in there with a knife, forget it. My girlfriend Danielle, we went to the lake one day, and she had it in a Ziploc bag, and she squeezed it out, and I'm like, oh, that is like the biggest mom hack of life right there, because who hates making the ants on a log? Because you gotta spread the peanut butter on there, put it in a piping bag. Genius right there. So I'm gonna wash this off and cut it up, and I'll just put it on a platter, a container, and put the peanut butter in a bag, and we'll have the ants on a log whenever they want. All right, lots of dishes over here. You guys know how I feel about peeling carrots, so my viewers sent me a carrot peeler, a carrot peeler a while ago because I always use my knife, and so they're like, you need a. I had one way back in the day, and then I was like, it was one more thing to keep track of. I know it's so tiny, but I just used a knife. So they bought me the two different styles. They both work good. This one grabs it, you feel like it's digging in. This does the work too, it just doesn't, it's really light. So I don't know, I guess this one's Farberware, this is KitchenAid. They both work equal, but I wanted to try them out because I've had them in my drawer and I'm like, which one is better? And I don't usually peel carrots very often, so once in a while, but yes, it is much better than using a knife, I know. Just have to get it out and do it. This is probably a great kid job. So, but I'm just gonna do this here, get all of our carrots. We just had a huge bag, so all that celery, all these carrots, these can get used up. It's just about gathering your fragments. So I'm gathering all the odd and end things I have in my refrigerators, pantry, freezers, that kind of stuff to use up. So, and then I have that freezer meal, which is really good. So just gathering, guys, is that it? Oh, I think there's some hidden on the very bottom. But yeah, this one, it just grabs it. This is like real light. Like you barely feel like you're touching it. It does the job. It just feels like a lot lighter, smoother. All right, is that it? No, there's more. There's more carrots. That's what happens when you buy a 5-pound bag of carrots. There's like a ton. All right, so I'm just gonna rinse these off, cut off the ends. I might just leave them whole and put them in a container. That'll work. Okay, so I've got this out. Probably better to put like a little clip on here, but here you go, peanut butter. Peanut butter bag's gonna sit out with the celery and the cranberries. That can be snacked. We have this, and we've got apples and oranges. I gotta get those apples going. You know what I should do? Let me slice up some apples and put them with citric acid. I know, sounds crazy, acid, but, or lemon juice, or vitamin C powder on your apples to make them turning brown. Let me chop a bunch of those up. Let's do that. Should we do the fun fancy machine? My kids don't mind them in slices. I think I'll just slice them and put them in like cold water, and then I'll do like a cream cheese brown sugar mixture. That's what I'm gonna do. So get a cup of water, like a bowl of water, I use citric acid. This I got on Amazon. I don't know, it's like $5 for this. I found this at our discount store for 99 cents. Citric acid will last you for years on a shelf, but it's in the canning section. So Mrs. Wages, like the canning. So go to Walmart, like during their glass jar, they got the pickle sauces, get a bag. Like you'll use this, it'll last you for years, like literally years you'll have this, and it just sits in your cupboard. So it's not even open. I was like, oh, so put this, you can actually sprinkle this directly on the apples from keeping them from going brown, or just, I'm gonna do like a bowl of it. The water, so they're like, Stephen always likes them soaked in water, like they taste colder, he says, or fresher, I don't know. So do that. You could also just do lemon juice. That's another way to do it. Or you can also do vitamin C powder. That's another thing you can add to them to prevent them. Then you get extra vitamin C in there too. That was, my girlfriend Danielle would do that. So just stir this up. There's no taste, doesn't taste like anything. I'm gonna slice my apples, put them in here, let them soak, and then I'll put them like in a container. Then we'll have fresh apple slices. Very easy way to use up these apples, because we've got these from our apple orchard and I still have a little bit more, and now we're gonna be going on to like the orange season and not have so much apples fresh. So just gotta use these up. Okay, now that I got all those apples, which is really gonna be great, I'm thinking, yeah, they'll eat them plain, but I will make a caramel apple dip. This is really good. You just use cream cheese, one of these, and 1 cup of brown sugar, and then add some flavoring. I'm gonna add maple flavoring to mine. I'm gonna actually do 2 though, because I feel like I always make 1 and the kids are like, I want more, I want more. So they'll either love it or they'll hate it, but I'm gonna make 2. And then there's also a really good one too. It's made with coconut cream pudding. I'll put it up here on the screen. We used to make this years ago. I'm not gonna make it today because I don't have the pudding, but really good fruit dip as well, like so good. I think it's crushed pineapple and coconut cream pudding. So delicious. But I'll put that one like right here. Give me a second, I'll pop it up over here. That recipe is really good too, but this is what I have at home. So I'm just gonna put this in my little bowl here with some brown sugar, whip it up, and then we've got apples. So I've got breakfast, snacks, lunch. Then I'm gonna move on to dinner. So let's get this made up next. Okay, so apples, the caramel dip, and then get yourself some chopped peanuts. I made this with our pad thai, so I have this. I'm gonna put that out. I know the kids will have this for a snack today, so perfect. All right, let me go see. Look at my mess here. All this delicious food already done. It's when I woke up and I was just not feeling like anything. Did you ever just wake up and not feel like anything? That was me today, and I thought, I'll make whatever. I don't even know. We have nothing to make. There's always something to make. Look at that. Came up with celery and carrots and apples and slices and dip. It's amazing what you come up with. So let me go look and see what we've got. I guess I'll do my pantry in a minute. Let me finish making a dinner. I have, I think, a chicken and broccoli in there. Let me go get that out and see. I think I just make that with rice. Another quick grab dinner. Let me pick up my mess, and then we'll go see what we got. Okay, so for dinners, what I'm going to have, we have this chicken cordon bleu casserole. This is really good. It's got chicken and ham and stuffing and cheese. I think I'm gonna make this for tonight. Usually I save this for like Sunday, like after church and stuff, but I think I'm just gonna cook that tonight. I think I'm gonna do that. So we can have that tonight. Tomorrow we will be out, so we probably will not eat dinner at home. So I'm not worried about tomorrow. And then Sunday we can just have leftovers. I'm thinking to do that. That'll work that way. And then the other thing I'm gonna make is this garlic chicken and broccoli. Like, I don't know when we'll have this. We're gonna have it Sunday, which will probably work out really good. This will be part of my leftovers. This looks really good. This says add 1/3 cup of cornstarch to thicken. So I'm basically gonna put this in a pan right here, just like this. It smells so good. Oh yes. I have 3 cups of water. I feel like that's a lot of extra water, but I'll add water. I'm not gonna add 3 cups of water. I feel like that's a lot of water. I think I'd rather have it more veggies in that than, let's do that. Let's see what it looks like that way. Okay, so we're gonna do the recipe different, but that'll be, it's garlic chicken and broccoli. I'm sure I've had it somewhere, right? It'll work. Heat this on the stove, and then I'm gonna make some rice to go with it. And then, remember about that yum yum sauce? This will go on top of it. So like, you might not want the casserole, you might want this tonight, so I'll put this on top. So I'm gonna put this out so I don't forget to put that on top. This is gonna be good. I'm sure I'll thicken it a little bit, but we'll see. We'll see what it tastes like, because I don't remember I made it, but who knows what it was. Put this over here to heat up, get some rice rolling. I'm actually gonna bake my stuff right now. People are like, why do you bake so early? Because I don't want to bake later on. If you make your, so I'm bending down, just pick your camera up, Amy. If you make your food early on and get done with it, you don't have to worry about it around the dinner hour. The dinner hour around our household is really busy. Like, I have a lot going on to do. So much. Doing YouTube videos, it's a lot of editing, Like, it's not just me filming my day, it's me filming my day and then going to edit for about 2 hours every day. Not many people do vlogs every day. And if they do, it's more of a, you can just tell the difference. They're not ones like myself. So people that do Vlogmas, which is for December, everybody films every single day. It's like their thing. They're like, I'm so tired. It's a lot to get one done every day. It is a lot to get one done every day. So, but I'm thankful to do it. All right, 3 cups. We're gonna rinse your rice. That was something I learned on here. I never rinsed my rice before. Never, until I started doing YouTube. People are like, rinse your rice, that's disgusting. Well, it makes your rice way better. So I'm just gonna rinse it. Put my lid on, let's rinse the rice. Actually do 1 more cup, 4 cups of rice. I'm gonna pour it so I don't want it to get wet. Okay, so this is boiling away here. So I'm just gonna add a little bit. I don't want this, I think I made this once. And it was, I made it just like the recipe said, but it was really thick. So I just wanna have it be a little bit here. So we're gonna see how much to actually add. So if you made this dinner, don't thicken it as much as I said to. I just want it like a little bit thick. All right, it's getting ready. Because I want mostly the vegetables. This stayed really, like these were frozen. Like look at the carrots, they didn't turn colors. The broccoli looks good, the chicken looks really good. Maybe a little bit more. That's perfect. Let me put this in the sink. I know this. Can I take it out with my fingers? That tastes really good. This with the rice and the yum yum sauce, I feel like is going to be a winner. So this is another dinner. So maybe Sunday we'll have this, but I know not everybody's going to have this. That's why we'll have the other two in here as well. So what I've been doing is cleaning out my refrigerator here, getting it all somewhat organized. So just putting things like leftovers, kind of cleaning up, seeing what we have in there. There's only there's a few leftover food things like our flatbread tacos and some pizza things. So someone will maybe make that for bread this weekend. I don't know. And then over here, I just stuck all my stuff in here. So this will be good. Got my little gifts down there. So I've got a bunch of odd and end vegetables that only I would eat. Hold on. Okay, so I have odd and end vegetables like zucchini and Brussels sprouts and sweet potatoes. Nobody really likes that but myself. So I'm going to cook those and then put them in the glass dishes here so I can eat them this weekend because they're not getting eaten up sitting in the pantry and in the refrigerator. So let me get those out of here. And we gotta go in the pantry and clean that out. So I've got a few sweet potatoes here. Sweet potatoes, sweet potatoes. I love sweet potatoes. I really, really do. I don't know if these are gonna be too yucky. We'll peel them and see. We still have garlic. I still have some garlic here. Let me put this out. The gather your fragment part. So how do we do this? What's gonna be the best way? Roasting these? Roasted vegetables are good, right? I'm debating. Maybe I'll roast them. All right, this is a great way to gather up your fragments. Just put a bunch of vegetables on a pan. We'll put them in the oven, and then the kids can also, I kept it separate. I was gonna mix it all together, but I'm gonna keep it separate, and then the kids can pick what they want for dinner. That's gonna work that way. All right, let me clean up my mess once again. Okay, what spices did I put in there? I forgot to tell you. Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse. This is really, really good. I did a tiny bit of celery seed, garlic powder, and Italian seasoning and salt, and I put olive oil on top. Just kind of mix around with your hands. Just put seasonings on it. It'll make it taste delicious. Okay, let me put this away now. Okay, went into my pantry, cleaned it up a little bit because there's just stuff everywhere. So I pulled things out like candy canes to put in our hot cocoa station. I know the marshmallows need to be refilled. We have a bunch of random small things like salt and pepper pistachios, half a thing of pretzels, some lentil chips, random things that I'm going to put in containers. Some of them are tiny, so I'm going to put it in bowls on the countertop so they get eaten up today because they're just taking up space in the pantry. So just gathering up, filling a couple of my snack bins up here with veggie straws, pretzels, that kind of stuff. So let's do that. All right, little zone over here is getting full of everything. We're just shoving more in here, but that's okay. We got some more of these. I'm gonna put these on the side. We've got a few candy canes here. I do have chocolate stirs. Let me open these up. Are we the only family that loves these? Oh, the kids really like these. I like these. So I'm gonna put a whole container over here just because it's good. Just like running out of room. Need like things to be gone. All right, it's just too much, but that's okay. We're not worried about Pinterest worthy. We're just worried about it having, hold on 1 second. This will work. We're just having lots of fun, delicious things in the hot cocoa. That's the great thing about it. It's just the kids can come and make a treat and they enjoy having it. So that's what this whole little bar is about. All right, I think I'm getting done. Let's go back in the kitchen. All right, so I am done in my kitchen. It is before lunchtime and that was my intention today. I am done. So I've got those tiny little bowls out there. That was just like random little snack things we've had in this pantry for a while and I'm like, I need to pull them out. So I kind of went through the pantry, gathered up anything else, threw stuff that was open that, didn't get sealed because, we have kids. And that is good to go. Now I've got breakfast done. Lunch is right back here, the casserole. I might have this for dinner tonight. The rice and the garlic chicken. We'll see. Or the casserole. I'm not big like ham and chicken. That's in the bottom and there's the vegetables. They're roasted in there. And whatever. We'll have them all weekend. It'll be a delicious thing. So I'm closing today's video. Next thing's shaking. You guys have a fantastic rest of your day. And I will see you guys again on Monday for another video. All right. Have a beautiful day. Remember, Proverbs 3, 5, and 7. Trust in the Lord with what? All your heart. Don't lean on this right here because this will get you thinking the wrong things, right? Trust in someone greater than you. All right, we'll see ya. Bye.